Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
Yes, this is Psychopath Joe. Calling from the insane asylum. My therapist is here. She wants to talk to you.
All right. So this is your actual therapist?
Yes.
This is my actual therapist. We're making radio history at WMNH today.
Is it
with
Dr.
Crazy Joe?
Is it Dr. Melfi?
Is it Ron from Manchester?
No, she'll introduce herself.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Mary Heller, and whatever I say to you, HIPAA will not like what I say.
Okay. All right. So what? So how does this? What can you say? I mean, can I ask you questions about Crazy Joe and his mental state?
You can ask me questions about Joe. His mental state is between me and Joe.
Okay. So can I ask you? I mean, we know him as Crazy Joe. Is that an apt name? Can you answer that?
I can tell you this. Joe is not psychotic. He's quite cognizant. He has the world by the tail. He just has some issues that go back to probably growing up on the street in Lower Manhattan.
And my mom.
And
my mom.
Back to his mother. Yeah, well, you know.
Everyone has that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I went to, about 20 years ago, I actually went to a psychiatrist a couple of times because I was suffering from Great Depression, but sure enough, I ended up on the couch talking about my mother, which had nothing to do with my depression. But, all right, so he's not actually crazy. So I don't know if I feel a little dirty then calling him Crazy Joe if he's not actually crazy.
Oh, wait. He can call himself whatever he wants to. And also, when he's with his show, he can be whoever he would like to be.
Okay. All right. And that telling him that helps him be less crazy?
This is why I don't go seek out therapy.
No,
these are the people who do
actually, his therapy is dealing with some issues, like I said, that go way back to when his memory began. His radio show, on the other hand, is Joe, and this is who he really, really wants to be, to entertain whoever signs on.
All right.
But, you know, an actor wants to engage an audience, and this is how he engages. And the crazier he can be, the better off everybody is.
That is true. I mean, otherwise...
He's pretty crazy sometimes.
You need engagement.
Yes. So does that mean then? Are you saying, Doctor, that he being the Crazy Joe persona helps him express himself? It's a form of therapy in and of itself, perhaps?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. And have you ever called into a radio show before?
Oh, my. Well, probably once upon a time. I can't remember why or what or who, but
well, I guess what I'm really wondering is, have you ever had someone ask you to call in a radio show on their behalf?
And how much is it?
No, this is the first. And, you know, Joe is full of just the first. He is an innovator when it comes to entertainment.
Uh-huh. Yes, truly he is. He calls himself the savior of rock and roll, as I'm sure you've heard him say. Yes.
Yes, okay.
I'm very passionate about it.
I have a question for the therapist.
Oh, Gonzo has a question for you.
Hey, it's Gonzo. Do you believe in hypnotherapy?
You know, there are times when it really is helpful. Mm-hmm. There are times when it is not at all. It depends upon a situation.
Right.
Well, I'm a hypnotherapist. I think that's why Gonzo is asking. I help people to quit smoking and lose weight and, things like that, deal with stress.
Yeah. Wouldn't it depend on the times you say it's effective, though? Would that be times when it's the person on the other end doing the right thing and open to the fact that it could work?
As far as I know, now you're the hypnotist. What I have read is that it doesn't work unless the person really believes that it will work and really tunes in.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So, so the big question is, and give it to us straight. We can take it. We're adults. Is there hope for Crazy Joe?
There is hope for Crazy Joe, in that he will survive no matter what. This guy is a survivor.
There's hope for everyone.
And it would take quite a lot to put him down. He survived the worst.
Wow. Okay. He is a bit of an enigma to us here in New Hampshire. We really don't know that much about him other than, he's Crazy Joe. But, all right. Well, we don't want to, this has been quite enlightening. We don't want to keep you from your, from your session.
We're costing Joe a lot of money right now.
Right. This is probably, or his insurance company, perhaps, or Medicare, whatever. He's an older gentleman. So, all right. Well, Doctor, thank you so much for joining us here today.
And tell him how much that needs to be.
Oh, he has said you are his savior, and carry on, because Joe needs all the support he can get. This is something that back when his memory began, he really had no support. He was out on the street in New York City, and he took it on like it was a battlefield. This guy can take on anyone. And it is a different planet from New Hampshire, yes, indeed. But he will entertain.
Yes.
Time.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much for the call. And if Crazy Joe can hear us, Crazy Joe, thank you. And
thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt, for taking this call with my therapist. I think therapy is very important, but you have to be open-minded to it, like me.
Wow, Matt.
Absolutely, yes.
Your show today is genius.
I know. Yes, it's been very unique. All right, Crazy Joe. Thank you so much.
Bye, Crazy Joe.
We'll talk to you soon.
Oh, wait a minute. There's one more thing I want to say about therapy.
Yes.
Many, many times, probably 99.9% of the time, people come to therapy to deal with the people who do not.
Right. Okay.
So Joe is here dealing with the people in his life that have really not been in therapy and who've really been, they have added to his stress.
Right.
Okay.
But here's Joe.
That makes sense.
Thank you, Matt, and we'll be in touch on Messenger.
All right. Sounds great. All right, Crazy Joe. Thank you.
Matt, a lot of people
and everybody in your studio audience, thank you. Please see your local therapist as soon as possible, and that's an order.
You're welcome.
It's an order.
All right.
Oh my.
All right. Bye-bye.
Matt, a lot of people say Jesus Christ is their savior, but he said that Matt Connarton was his savior.
Yes. So, a lot of people say Donald Trump is their savior, but Crazy Joe says I am.
Matt Connarton.
I'm a Connartesian.
Yeah, I can't wait for Connarton and Miss this year.
They're Connartesians.
Happy Connarton Miss. Eve of Eve.
Wow.